Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Most black men aren't players, ladies edition. Yeah, ladies. I wanted to get into that because some young lady on my men's channel said that. It was on like a video I did a while ago. I still get comments on old videos, and any YouTube creator can say, hey, look, there's like a little place you can see every single comment. You just go down the list or check back comments or whatever without actually going to the video. And she was saying about, well, how they in a family way if they trying to be players? And how black men trying to form families if they trying to be players? I'm like, no, most black men aren't players. See, and this is, even though I have women of different races and cultures who listen to this channel, one of the things I wanted to address that issue specifically to black women, because that's like saying if all black men are players, that's like saying all brothers can dunk a basketball or all black men can dance, and we all know that's not true. Or all black men swinging 12 inches. Well, yeah, maybe we can go with that one. But everything else, nah, just a stereotype. Understand something. I don't say this. I say this just based off experience, talking with black men going back, like really paying attention to the late 90s. Now, up until then, my peer group was mostly players. So if a woman said that, I'd be like, yeah. But then as I started exploring more, doing the relationship stuff and actually talking with people, coaching with people one-on-one, most brothers are just regular guys who just they want a wife. They want a good woman. And the woman don't even have to be like some IG model or something. Yeah, you got those who checking for them, but most brothers are sensible. They just want a good woman, got their back. Making them a sandwich occasionally. They willing. And you know what? If you educated or whatever, they willing to deal with that. They ain't tripping. Most brothers ain't tripping. Most brothers realistic. It's like if you got whatever, they just want a little bit of respect. No, really a lot of respect. Just some respect, try to grow, and, most brothers can't, like, most brothers, even if they didn't have maybe their father growing up or, the family was fractured, they still want to get married. And I know we hear about MGTOW and all of that, but all brothers don't follow that. Most of them don't. The overwhelming majority, right now, that's still a subculture. So most of brothers want to get married. And they ain't trying to be players. They be good with just one woman. Even the ones who try to say, yeah, I got to turn up my player card, that's just something to say. And what's deep about it, even some of the players like, man, I got to get out of this. It's like, hey, Rom, you think I got a sexual addiction? I was like, nah, dude. These women just chasing. Now, speaking of the chasing, black women especially have to understand why there's that perception all these brothers are players. Because you're chasing them. There's a reality. And before I go further, because I can see it now, for the brothers listening, hang back, because this ain't going to turn into what the sisters are doing wrong thing. I'm just saying what's happening. I'm trying to help y'all out. So hang back. I hate to have to do that, but we can't turn this into a men's channel. So, but most women, when they had that perception, that already tells me that's who you're dealing with. See, understand, a man can't be a player if the women ain't in agreement. He can try, but ultimately for him to be a player, if he's not holding a gun to a woman's head, they're agreeing. In fact, in most cases, when you talk to the brothers who are players, they don't really chase women. And most of them is please. And I ain't talking about my own personal experience. I've talked to the players. Most of them getting chased by women. Most of them are getting chased, the women throwing it at them. And women chase, if you're chasing the same core group of men, whether it's 20% or 30%, if you got the majority of women chasing that small group, well, of course they all gonna look like players. But then you're ignoring really decent men. Like, it ain't like the guys who ain't trying to be players are ugly. Even the women will say so, but they lacking, I don't know, that thing called swag. It don't mean they wouldn't make good husbands or something. And really, it don't even mean they wouldn't satisfy you in bed. They might be more satisfied. A player don't have to be necessarily, even though a player need to be good in bed, he don't have to be. Because there's always somebody to take that woman's place. So, but yeah, most of them aren't players, y'all. See, on my Deep Thought channel, I talked about false belief systems. And, are they serving you? That's not serving women if you thinking every black man you meet is a player. You might be missing out on a good man because you think he's something, but have you seen him trying to holler at a bunch of women? Probably not. And then, you know what? That brings up something else. There's a lot of women, and there's some women, y'all need to check this. Y'all need to check this in each other and yourselves. Don't think just because if that brother tell you he don't have kids, he ain't trying to be a player, don't think something wrong with him. A lot of women will meet a decent guy but think, oh, he don't have kids and he trying to do the right thing. This must be something wrong with him. Come on, get off of that. It's like, no, every dude, you just got some dudes, they just, for whatever reason, it ain't like they shoot. Some of them can even probably get a bunch of women if they choose to, but they just don't for whatever reason. They could be family. They could have, there are black men who come from intact families. And there are black men who are educated. There are black men who would rather, work on their careers and contribute to their community than contribute to, the orgasms of several women. Kind of wish I was one of them when I was younger. I kind of wish I was one of those dudes who could think that way. But they do exist, though. They do exist. And they've always existed, but a lot of times women ain't focused on them. If you get out your mind, address that belief system, get out your mind. Yeah, there's plenty of men around who are ready to get married. In fact, I learned that from a very good friend of mine. We communicated last week. And we've known each other since the 80s. We've known each other since the 80s, and we used to joke about it. It was like she'd meet a new guy, and I'll be like, oh, you want to have a pool as to when he going to propose to you? And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I always lost. Because she could time it. She said, yeah, he'll propose in 6 months. He'll propose in 9. And I asked her what the secret was. She said, I just see the good in men. In fact, every sister I knew who was able to get a good pool of men, like good pool, not Pookie and Ray Ray, like good educated type of men. They always said the one thing they had in common is they saw the good in brothers, and he said, nah, these brothers ain't trying to be players. They saw the good or chased women of other races. They always saw the good and they embraced the good, so the brothers embraced them. But that was because their belief system. They say, hey, I believe some of these men are good. So I'm going to focus on them. And they won. They won. All the ones I did that are married now. But if you feel like most of the black men you encounter are players, you might be missing out on something good because you might encounter a dude and he might be trying to be friendly, but you automatically thinking he a player or he going to dog you out or something like that. Maybe you might even have to hear my demon lover thing. You think, oh, this might be a demon lover. You might be like, shit, you'll pass him over. And that'd have been the dude who not only would have been a good man, good father, make love to you, right? Let's get that part in there. He would have been motivated to make sure you were satisfied. But he would have been loyal to you. He would have wanted to be loyal to you. But, if you see a black man, you already making a judgment. And that could be for anything, not just a player thing. You're already making a judgment. You're actually hurting yourself. So, yeah, ladies. Had to share that with you. Yeah, I'm about to get over here. It's cherry season coming in. I got to go eat my cherries. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all ladies later. Peace.